Thank you for joining me again today. This is the Ms.Shame, and I'm going to be keeping you informed, keeping you grounded, and keeping you off that bullshit. Today's article is from, let's see, who is this from? The Atlanta Black Star, from AtlantaBlackStar.com. And it was done by Daryl Nelson on August 25th, 2020. Title: NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said he regrets not listening to Colin Kaepernick about why he was kneeling for the national anthem. We'll talk about it later, people. That's so crazy. Okay, here's what I want to say before we get started. White supremacy has been willingly ignoring our plights that we have been voicing for over 500 years. So this should not be new. This should not be something that, I never knew. No, you knew. You knew exactly what this was in 2016. You knew what he was kneeling for. You knew what he was. You wanted to distract people because you thought that this thing was going to be something that's fly by night, something that's going to be quick and over with real quick. But no, it's 2016 and we're still talking about it. We go on. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell expressed regret about how he responded to Colin Kaepernick's protesting systematic police misconduct and racism by kneeling for the pregame performances of the national anthem during the 2016 season. Goodell appeared on Emmanuel Ocho's Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man YouTube series in an interview posted on Sunday, August 23rd at around the 5:03 mark. ACHO, a former NFL linebacker, asked him how he would apologize to Kaepernick if given the chance. We move on. Well, the first thing I say is I wish we had listened earlier, Cap, to what you were kneeling about and what you were trying to bring attention to, said Goodell. We had invited him in several times to have the conversation, to have a dialogue. I wish we had the benefit of that. We never did. We would have benefited from that. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to have to stop right there. Because I wish that we had the benefit of being believed when we do tell you things like this. This is nothing that we've kept quiet about. As far as the media goes, we don't get that kind of attention like that, especially when it comes to racial issues. But we have been voicing our issues and our concerns and what's going on in our community with no one caring. Because it was something that they couldn't make money off of or didn't make money off of, so they don't care. I wish we had the benefit to be heard when we were supposed to be heard, and you wouldn't have this problem that you have right now. But we move on. Kaepernick was the San Francisco 49ers starting quarterback when he began kneeling for the national anthem in 2016. A move that many in the black community championed, while others, including Donald Trump, said he was disrespecting the American flag. Now, we're going to definitely stop right here. Now, this is the big issue. Now, he told you when he knelt what he was kneeling for. He told you what he was kneeling for. He said it. But all of a sudden, things got turned about the American flag and the military, and that had nothing to do with what he was talking about. And that also shows that the white community favors the American flag, a piece of cloth. Okay? It ain't nothing but a piece of cloth. Let's be real with this. That's all it is a piece of cloth. And they care more about that piece of cloth than another human life. That's what that says to me. And that all in itself is a problem. But we keep it moving. The Wisconsin native became a free agent in 2017, but was never signed by a team. So in October of that year, Kaepernick and former teammate Eric Reed, who knelt with him, filed a collusion suit against the league, which has already been settled. But the NFL Network reported in June that multiple teams are interested in signing Kaepernick, but they couldn't give him a workout because of the COVID-19 health restrictions. Now we're going to stop right there. Now you got all these teams that wants to sign him, but they said because he can't work out because of COVID-19. So what the rest of your players doing? They're not working out right now either? Well, they're definitely not now. But before then, they weren't working out before. It's a whole lot of excuses being handed out to the public. And this is a whole lot of stuff that we should stick their feet to the cold about. It's about the lying and the blatant disrespect. When people lie to you like this on a continuous basis, that means that they give no fucks about you. And that is sad. But we move on. Elsewhere in the interview, Goodell was asked what he knows now about the kneeling protests that he didn't know before. I didn't know what was going on in the communities. And when I had the chance to sit with our players, I never had the chance to sit with Cap, he explained. But I talked to Kenny Stills a lot, Eric Reed, Malcolm Jenkins, Aquan Bolden, so many others. Some of them sacrificed a great deal. Now we're going to stop right there. Now, I think that I didn't know what was going on in the communities is a blatant lie. You know what's going on in black communities. You just don't care. Not unless that thing has a really good throwing arm and is really fast. You don't care. You didn't care before, and I'm pretty sure that you don't care now. You shouldn't have had to have spoken to all these players to get what we're talking about, because Kaepernick told you what was going on before, but we didn't listen. We didn't want to listen. You had money to make. We move on. The commissioner also said that he's frustrated by those who believe that Kaepernick and others are protesting the American flag with their kneeling and not racism. Let's stop right there. You white folks, you knew dang on well this was not about no flag. And if you do believe it was about a flag, you did no research on your own to figure out what was going on. All you people mostly did was take what the media had said and ran with it. But we move on. It's not about the flag, Goodell stated. The message here is that our players is being mischaracterized, excuse me. They are not people who are unpatriotic. They are not disloyal. They are not against our military. In fact, many of those guys were in the military and their military family. What they were trying to do is exercise their right to bring attention to something that needs to be fixed. That misrepresentation of who they are and what they are doing was the thing that really gnawed at me. Okay, that was the end. So I think it was a fluff piece. I think it was a papered excuse of ignorance. I think it was a way for people trying to make sure that their own careers are safe. I think that this is something that's going to it's going to be a while. All these sports fanatics, all these people playing sports, they're starting to really wake up and understand what's going on out here and understand it isn't just a sometime thing. And it's time for you sports fans and people that really are interested in sports understand that these people aren't just robots set up to play a game for you. These people are living, breathing, bleeding people, and they deserve as much respect, and the people like them and around them. They deserve respect too. And I wouldn't play another game either if I was a sports person. I wouldn't play another game either. And I don't care how much you pay me. Because our standards, our own respect, our self-respect is way more than those checks that gets cashed by those athletes. I think this is a waking moment, even though I really think that this shouldn't have taken so long to be understood. Like, you have a whole lot of people that sit here and love to tell black people that they're not good enough, they're lazy, they're stupid, they're everything bad under the sun. Okay? They tell you that and they'll look you in your face and mean that. But the moment that you come to these people, the moment that you point out some of the mess that they're doing, all of a sudden, oh, you're being mean. Oh, now you're being racist. Oh, now they know what racism is. Once you come at them about their bullshit, all of a sudden they know what stuff is. So, unfortunately, this is nothing that this is something that shouldn't have taken as long as it should have. And that shows you the people that claim that they have the highest of IQs, the people that swear they're smart as the main standard of smart, the people that are saying that their bodies are the best of and everything that they do is the best and no white people have problems until you dig in and find out that they got problems. Every time somebody gets shot by a white person, every time somebody gets hurt, man, some raggedy comment some white person made. Oh, it's mental illness. Mental illness. How many of y'all got mental illnesses? Y'all got these high IQs, but y'all got mental illnesses as well? Like, no, something don't work out. So, people are waking up and understanding that these people are doing nothing but talking. And they've done a good game. And you've had a whole lot of people that just shake their head and be like, yeah, that's what's going on. Just because of the way these people talk to them. But unfortunately, that magic spell is rubbing off. You folks need to do better. Because some of this, I believe, is just plain old wanting to ignore the issues because you don't want to face the actual truth. But I have ranted. Thank you so very much for listening. Please leave a comment. Please press subscribe, share, whatever you feel like doing. I've kept you informed. I want you to have a wonderful night, and thank you for listening.